Now that style expert Jen Michael has covered the clothes inside the closet, it's time to talk about the most important items you own, your face and body. Now, summer is here, and I know a lot of people are thinking about their summer tan, but obviously it's passé to damage your skin, so what options do we have?
Like you said, skin cancer is so 2005, what did you say? So the best way to go these days is to do some sort of a tan in a can or fake tanner that you can apply yourself at home, so you don't have to run to the salon and spend the bucks on it. But if you are going to apply it at home, there are some tips that you really need to keep in mind. Number one, most importantly, is exfoliate before you put it on. You want to use, some sort of a loofah or an exfoliating hand glove, anything to remove dead and dry skin cells, because otherwise you can get that sort of blotchy tan.
And doesn't it help it last longer?
Yeah,
as well?
absolutely. It helps it absorb. The other thing, it's always a good idea to shave your legs first. Again, it's same concept. It'll help, remove any of the dead skin, so it goes on nice and evenly. Another thing people need to keep in mind is it does take about 2 to 4 hours for it to fully absorb and activate. So what I like to do is put it on at night and either put on a bathrobe or a nightgown, because you don't want to wear any tight-fitting clothing because it can rub off on your clothes, ruin your clothes, and also, again, it'll make streaky marks.
You want a streak-free tan.
Exactly, it's important. And if it does start to fade in a week or so, just use a bronzer to help kick it up again. So.
Okay, very good. Okay, now that we've covered color for your body and face, what about color for your hair?
Color for your hair, something that's near and dear to me. The one thing you want to do, if you can, is try not to wash your hair as frequently. If you do need to, what you should try to use is a color-safe shampoo and conditioner. There are a lot of them available, at your local drugstore. So again, don't spend big bucks on the ones at the salon if you don't have to. And also, there is another at-home remedy, which we're big on today. For blondes, one that I use, if you use some chamomile tea and some cold water, squeeze a little lemon juice into it, put it in for about 3 minutes, and it really helps to sort of brighten up that blonde look again.
Well, aren't you just a plethora of information? Okay, there's more Movie and Makeover on TBS coming up, so stick around. It's beauty on a budget here today on Movie and Makeover. From college to having college kids, we're giving you some very simple tips to stay in style while staying out of debt. Now, our style expert, Jen Michael, has already shown us how to keep our tan and locks of hair looking first class for a Coach price. Now, she's going to talk about food for your face. Okay, well, what does that mean? Or I guess I should say what's on the menu.
Well, that's a good question. You have no idea what an inexpensive resource your fridge can be. It can be filled with all kinds of high-quality, natural ingredients that are perfect for hair and face masks. So
what concoctions do you have for
I'm going to show you. The first one is a cucumber honey mask. Simple ingredients: cucumber, egg whites, olive oil, honey, and some powdered oats.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah, I know. All you're going to do is throw them together in a small food processor, whip them up. When it comes out, just set it in the fridge for about 10 minutes to help it set. After that, you'll just apply a nice thick layer over your face. Chill out for about 15 minutes, watch TV, read a book, whatever, and then rinse it off. It's great for oily skin. It really helps, sort of clean out the pores and leaves your skin nice and soft. So it's a good trick to have.
Now, what's this here? That looks yummy.
I know. You probably want to dip some chips in it. This one's actually for your hair, believe it or not. You ever have an avocado in your fridge that's going bad?
I have
too
one
mushy?
now, believe it or not.
All right, well, this is a great time to use it. Take an old ripe avocado and some plain yogurt. Mix it together again, put it in the food processor. When it comes out, you're going to massage it into your scalp on some damp hair. Leave it in for a couple minutes, however long you desire. Rinse it out when you're done. It leaves hair nice and silky, smooth, and shiny, everything we like. So.
See, this is great for your overall budget because that way there's no wasting.
Exactly. Nothing goes to waste.
And, of course, these tips are listed in detail on our website at tbs.com. Stay with us. We'll be back with more in just a bit. We're talking about beauty on a budget here on Movie to Makeover today, and I'm joined by style expert Jen Michael, who's showing us everything from safe, fake bronzing to food for your face, and all for our prices right. So any final tips for us, Jen?
Final tips are the shelf life of your makeup. We tend to keep it around for entirely too long, which is not good. First thing I want to talk about is your foundation. If you're using a liquid foundation, you want to make sure that if it separates, throw it away. And also, if you're using a cream-based one, it'll start to crack and get really gross, so get rid of it. Next up, your mascara. That's something, when you think you're putting it near your eyes, you don't want it. If it's getting dry, it'll start to clump. Get rid of it. And even if it doesn't, just as a general rule, don't keep it around longer than 6 months or so. Just, clean out the bag, the makeup bag.
What about makeup brushes?
Makeup brushes, you should, it's very important because you know, it wouldn't make sense to be applying dirt to your face. So I'm glad you brought this up. You definitely want to clean your brushes at least every 2 weeks. And if you have sponges, throw them away. And when cleaning your brushes, a lot of companies will offer you sort of an expensive brush cleaner. It's really not even necessary. If you take some cold water and some gentle baby shampoo and rinse it off, you're good to go. So.
And you want to definitely keep those clean because we don't need any breakouts.
That's right. No more bacteria and trips to the doctor.
Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. There's still more to come, but first let's get you back to Tay Diggs in the Wood.